What is going on? I was back here with another video. Today we're going to be doing a how to edit fast tutorial. So we're going to be talking about optimal keybinds for keyboard mouse editing. So let's say Addon Release, double edit binds. Should you use Addon Release or double edit binds? What should be a good edit button for mouse and keyboard? And what's a good way to practice it? So starting off with point number one, we go to my settings, and putting on Addon Release helps you a lot for editing. So let's say you go here, right? You want to do, you're in a box, and you want to do a window edit. Instead of having to press the button, press your select button, and then press the button again to do the edit. All you have to do is press the edit button and tap, and you're done. So technically, you do less steps, and it should be faster. And most of the time, it is faster. So then we're going to go up to question number 2. Should I use double edit binds, scroll wheel reset? I use scroll wheel reset. So scroll wheel reset is if you edit a wall, instead of having to press the button, your edit button, the reset button, and confirm, you only have to scroll up or down depending on what you want to do. It's not hard to do. It's very easy to reset. A lot of controller players really want scroll reset. I don't blame them. I mean, it's kind of OP to be able to reset so fast without having to do any work. Like one of my hands are not on my keyboard. Let's just edit this. Boom. That was just my mouse. And so scroll wheel reset helps a lot in my editing. Let's say I'm doing some wall edits. I confirm and then I edit it again with scroll wheel. I know I'm doing bad wall edits right now, but this is a little bit better. I think I could probably make it go invisible with wall edits. So what would be a good edit button? If you're using G to edit, there's a problem, because when you have to reach out all the way to G on your keyboard to edit. I use F because it's right next to D, so yeah, I have to let go of D for half a second. But then again, when are you going to really use D while editing? Sometimes it could mess you up, but other times it won't really make a difference. And so that's why I use F. You could use E, you could use V, you could use C, Control, Shift, Q. Sometimes it would take over a button, but you know, there's players like Savage that have the most inoptimal keybinds, but is still a crackhead at the game called Fortnite. So going on for tip number 3, if you're editing, what's the fastest way to do the edit? I'm on a low sense, so if you want to see my sensitivity, I'm on a 7.5 800 DPI. So technically I shouldn't have good wall edits like this, because it would be really hard for me to fling around my mouse pad, get everything perfectly right. I'm not saying my wall edits are so good. I'm messing up really bad right now, but they're not bad, you know. So the best way to edit walls, floors, cones, ramps, after you already did all the steps of having a good edit bind that works for you, Addon Release, what I would do in scroll reset is to minimize the amount you have to move. Boxed up and you want to do an arc edit so you could spray kid. Right? Some people would go like this. Right? But that you have to go all the way around if you go like this. When good players would just go like this. See how little movement that is? You find right in the middle of those boxes, right here, and you do like a little circle. But when you go around, you have to go like this. It's all the way around, and sometimes you won't do it right. You'll go like this, and you won't get the last cube. Don't get me wrong, you can still edit fast doing all the way around, but it's not very much likely to get all the cubes that you need to do the right edit. You just gotta learn the rhythm of the edit. and then you minimize the amount of movement you have to move to get the edit down. So when you see me editing like this, I go as little space as I have to do the edit. So you won't see me go like this. Or you won't see me go like this, all the way off my cube. I'm always on the cubes that I need to edit next. So you have to make sure your crosshair placement for editing is good, right? The best way to get good at editing is just edit. If you free build a lot, it would help a lot because you could work on your builds, your edits, and anything you want to. So when you're practicing your edits, try to 1v1 a person. Piece control works a lot with editing too. Let's say you're boxed up and you want this cone and wall, and you could trap your opponent. Boom, now he's in your box. So you need to know how to edit fast for piece control. You also know you have to learn when to edit. Let's say you're in a stacked scrim and you don't really want to peek too much. You gotta learn optimal edits. So let's say you're boxed up, you're in a box fight, and you don't wanna, what's the point of going like this? There's no point of box fighting point blank and going like this. Edit, easy things to edit, and all that you need. Let's say you're doing a peanut butter edit like this, right? You should try to cut corners. Obviously you don't want to hit this corner because it would select a different cube and nothing will happen. But when you're editing, you want to do as much optimal as you can. Look at this. That's how you want to do it. Let's say you're doing a quick edit like this. Don't do edits like this that are not going to do much for you. This one could, Try to do optimal edits that are very easy to do. That's why you see people double editing. They only do it once, because what's the point of going like this when you can just go like this? No, let's say you want to do the double. There's no point of going all the way down and all the way back up and going back down. When you edit, try to make it as quick and optimal as you can. And that's tip number 5, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Like and subscribe if you guys are new. Comment down below what you guys want to see next. I didn't post in the last 5 or 6 days because, well, I posted twice, point blank to each other. So sorry about that. I didn't say anything about it, but I'm going to start posting again with my normal schedule.